Nostalgia trip tayo ngayon, ah.
Yes. And to commemorate our nostalgia trip, syempre, to those who are tuning into the stream or
What?
kung sino man nanonood
No.
ngayon, to commemorate the nostalgia trip na ginagawa namin, ako, si Mark, si Marvin, I'm going to be playing Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. So, yeah. Hopefully, walang may motion sickness bukod kay Mark. And we all know how that will end up. So, hang on here while I adjust my settings.
Pagpasensya mo na, Migs, kung magkakaroon bigla ng profanities kasi may kalaban ako.
No lang. I mean, this is Ace Combat, so...
I almost died. Almost died.
We always almost die, Mark. There's no
There's no other way. You just die. Asan yung isang tangke? Pwede ko pa makuha yung isang tangke. What? No.
For some reason, hindi nagpapakita. Ayun. Okay, there we go. There's the screen. Yay! Yay! So, hindi ko makita yung screen for some reason. Yay!
I died.
Alright, go play some Ace Combat. Makatulog eh. So, nilaro ko siya, tinesting ko siya dahil
Ano yan?
Ace Combat. So,
Di ba meron ka rin yan dati nung nagpupunta pa tayong Jordan?
yeah.
Sino?
Ito yun, isa sa mga...
Nilalaro ko noon, Hawks. Alam mo
Does
yun,
the
Mig,
color of the
Hawks.
sky mean anything
Oh, yeah.
special to you?
Sa phone pa yun.
It
Tapos
does
laro
to
mo
me.
yung mga Tom Clancy na Ghost Recon.
When I close
Kaya
my eyes,
Rainbow
the
Six.
sky in my dreams.
Oh,
Rainbow
Rainbow
Six na luma.
PSP ko yun nilaro. Rainbow Six Vegas. Yun.
Oh, yan.
Oh, yun.
Yes, meron ako niyan eh. Meron ako niyan. Kaya kong laruin niya kung
Hindi,
gugustuhin ko.
meron pa yung luma yung mga hostage taking.
Lines in my DNA.
Oh, yung sa mo. Oh, yun nga. Sa Vegas nga. Yung
My
Vegas nga.
grandpa
Ganun
didn't want
yun.
me joining the Air
Vegas, ano
Force.
yun eh, drug bust ka dun.
He lost faith in the ocean air
Oh,
defense the
by
day
the way,
my
sa mga
dad died
nanonood
in
sa
battle.
stream,
No,
pagpasensyahan nyo
Abby.
na we're not paying
Wish
attention
you
much
could
to
see
the
what it's
story
like
ng Ace
up there.
Combat.
Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of
We're
the
having a quick
stratosphere.
nostalgia trip.
Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article.
Pero yun nga, guys.
Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it
Yeah.
read.
Masaya
Pilots
to.
taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle
Kaya
of
wala
the
pa
desert
yung
west of here,
makakapagpapotol
there's
eh.
a bunch of
Ayos na
planes from the
PCG.
last war.
Oh.
Some of them have been
Parang
mothballed, but
ginawa-
most of them are just
Bakit nga pala
rusted
na-
piles of junk waiting to be
Tinanggal
scrapped.
ba niya rap yan?
Gramps was really good friends
Di
with
ba
the
may isang
super
best
bear, so
tinanggal?
he got to take whatever he wanted,
Tapos
no
sabi yung
questions
hard drive
asked.
doon nagtotopang.
That's how we got the parts to build our own
Dito
plane.
rin siya.
Now, when I say we,
Pare
I
kasing
mean
kami
me,
dahil hindi niya
Grandpa,
nilinis.
and his old war buddies.
Diba pag nagpunta tayo
I
noon
cut
eh.
my teeth working
Kahit
with
ano,
those geezers. They
inaalikot
taught me their
na.
skills and some
Oh.
dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself.
So may ano lang kasi siya eh. Bubong sa may taas siya tapos ang tabi niya puro bubong pa.
A prototype drone.
Let's not forget
It wasn't much of
yung
a
laptop
plane,
ni Mendo
more
na
of
kaya
a trash
magprito ng
can with
itlog.
wings.
Buhay pa ba
Doon
yun?
na.
All you want.
May Eliza yun eh.
But technology's
Nandun
always
pa?
changing.
Nandun pa?
If you don't keep up with it,
Ginagamit niya rin.
leave your ass behind.
Saan?
Bakit niya, Liza ngayon?
Ano, nasaan sila sa may kung saan sila napasok ni Kubo.
Di ba sinoli na kasi wala na
It took us another year and a half after that.
Doon pa rin si
to get the
Kubo.
balance of the airframe
Pero
just
ibang
right.
ano lang, ibang
I'd gone from being a little
ibang
girl
office.
to,
then
well,
doon pa rin
still
daw.
a girl, just older.
Doon pa din,
But now,
hindi na siya sa
I was
EPSA.
all alone.
Hindi, doon pa rin sa EPSA.
Ba't sabi niya sa Las
Wherever the
Piñas na
souls of
siya?
my gramps and his pals are
Hindi ako
flying,
nagsabi noon kasi sabi niya kasi nag-a-apply daw siya. Ayun pala.
Pinabalik siya ulit?
Hindi, office lang ng office nila yung sa Las Piñas pero ang office nilang papasukan sa EPSA.
I was ready to
Office for interview sa Las Piñas.
All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly out.
Ewan ko kung bakit ganun, bakit nakahiwala yung office ng interview. Anong gamit ng controller niyo? Yung lightstick?
Kasi it's nightmare.
O kasi kailangan expert ka na talaga. Kasi may mga,
Ano lang,
yun yung,
So,
Ah,
flew up,
ah,
straight up.
yan ba yung yung parang Star Fox pero in red, mas realistic yung
no. This,
Dark blue.
sa ano yun? Sa 6 ata yun or sa Ace Combat 5?
I could almost touch
Ah.
them.
Basically,
Then I
yun
saw
ata
Ozzy's
yun, it's either
fighters.
6 or 5
They were
yung
tailing something.
inaano ng mga
Drone. They
kumbaga,
were going
we
full
disown
out
it.
chasing that thing.
We disown it. It's
From
because
30 G's at
ano,
least.
how to dogfight.
Damn, I've never seen
Press
anything move
and
that
hold
fast.
A. Press and hold
It
A
had
to
a rose
dogfight.
painted on it.
Ano yung mga
Eurasian
G plan?
That country's
nag-iba
all
talaga,
May-
nag-iba talaga siya all over.
Wait
Kaya
lang.
dinidisown.
Yeah,
May-
yeah.
Ano yung mga G? Mga G. Yung pag umiikot-ikot ka, di ba tumataas yung mga G? Ah, okay.
Force of gravity towards your body. So if you
So,
move
ibig
too
sab-
fast while accelerating forward, mag-iiba yung hila ng gravity sa katawan mo. It's either umangat yung dugo mo sa utak mo or
Is everyone here?
lahat ng dugo mo bababa sa paa mo.
Settle down.
Parehas is bad.
Oo.
I said settle down.
Oh no.
Meaning, either way, you would
You
die.
have all been instrumental
Eh paano yung mga nakipag-dogfight?
as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force.
May
Until today.
technique
Earlier,
Yung control yung
our radar
G-force.
site informed us that a group of unidentified
Sa ano
aircraft
din, di ba sa NASA meron din ganun?
communication systems
G-force.
went down immediately afterwards. We are led to
Ang
conclude
ano
that they
ko
have
ba,
attacked the
ano
site.
dito Mark, binalik nila yung
Here's your
tried
mission.
and tested na
It's possible that the Fusion
yung base
ceasefire
ng mga
agreement has
combat.
been broken for the first
Bale,
time in
binalik
over
nila
a
yung the old games.
As of today,
At
Fort
least
Gray's
the
Air-based
system
squadron,
ng 5
IUPF, has been put on
5 ata
high
mas
or
every-
basta ano.
Hindi na talaga yung
All members who have been ordered to sorting, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land.
Uy, meron ng ano sa Bacoor, Converge, Mark.
Then you will.
Oh.
oh, tagal lang may, doon, kami harap yung harap nga na bahay namin ng bahay namin doon,
Oh,
Ako
probably.
doon.
How's that possible?
Oo, pakabit
Farm
na.
in the north has been bombed.
Doon ako magkapakit ko, tas dito, tas dito.
Take off and eliminate the unidentified
Balikan
craft
sa
attacking the
Bacoor.
base. This is not a drill.
Sino nakatira ngayon doon sa ano nyo, Mark? Parang, now,
Ano siya?
one family used to live here, now it's a ghost house.
Hindi. Nung huling
Distil.
dumaan ako doon, ano siya? Pangalan, parang ginigiba yung ano.
Oh, ba't iniba na yung ano, yung car wash?
Oo, yung car wash. Tagal na yun. Kasi gagawin ano yun, alam niyo yung pet shop sa sa may Binakayan, may pagbaba ng pagbaba ng Binakayan. Na pet shop. So doon, may pet shop doon.
One family used to live here, now it's a ghost house.
Okay. So, hindi pala nag-reset yung story. Nag-continue siya, pati yung aircraft ko nandito. So, let me just go by all the stuff that's in here. Kasi,
By everything necessary.
by everything.
Everything is nothing. But I got you.
Alright, let's start the mission. And as usual, we are going with the tried and tested F-16.
Welcome to R6.
Welcome to R6.
Welcome to R6, guys. Welcome to Steam Minute. Ipapalipad siya ng Little Bird.
Little
Why
bird.
would I try this? Let's start here. Kaya.
Squadron aircraft preparations complete.
Little Bird,
Nanonood ka?
ready.
Nanonood ka? Right now.
Ayun na, charge mission 1, charge assault. Charge assault. Charge phone.
Oh my goodness. Sabi ko kay Kate, kung ano
Radar site still silent.
reference
Scramble. Get those birds in the sky.
paggawa ng
Sitting duck.
Yoda.
What's happening?
Tapos
Bombers
Oh.
hang on,
Don't know how
I'll
many.
send it to you
Clear that
later.
runway. We don't got all day here.
Yung
Main squadron, head to runway.
kalamang pupuk.
Column squadron, take off.
Oh.
Link to
Sabi
sky.
ko, ano yan? Parang
Hurry, Main
Egypt
Squadron.
times New Roman 12, no spacing. Nag-send sa akin, ginawa nga, document file. Kate, I adore you for doing that.
Call sign is page 2. Fire feedback.
Yeah.
Page 2, clear for takeoff.
Pigs will remember it.
Situation
That will be.
It's a hell of a welcoming party. But we have faith in you.
Alright, time to take off.
Control. Do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Bakit parang ano?
Column squadron,
Parang battlefield yun.
take off and form up with page 1. Page 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Walang third person.
Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Ikaw si Brownie.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Silent protagonist.
Page
They
2.
made this
Warm up
the
with page
tried
1.
and tested
All
silent
aircraft, let's do this.
protagonist. Like,
Golem squadron, it's go time.
hindi ka tulad nung
Understood.
na nagsasalita.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper.
Ngayon ang ginawa na link.
Okay, parang half-life.
They don't have many escorts.
Oh, like.
They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Truth be told, nalaro ko na to noon, so don't be surprised kung I suddenly full of crazy numbers.
Barrel roll. Kaya pwede mo mag-barrel roll.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Ayun, may barrel. Here we go,
Barrel.
here we go.
Do a barrel roll.
Overload.
I'm actually not a noob anymore, so don't call me a rookie.
Sama mo si Jagger.
Difficulty lang tayo. Kasi you'll see why sa mga susunod na sa mga following missions.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Yes, we will. We will introduce ourselves to the enemy.
Kung saan Jagger. Jagger.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Hello, my name is not me, please. I come tidings with new gifts in the form of missiles. Here, catch.
Catch my gift. Accept it.
Tango down, tango.
Glad you accepted it. Thank you.
Estimated mark out. 4 6-0.
Hunted dog. I'll give him that.
Hey, watch out so you don't shoot through me.
Yeah, goodbye.
Kunyari ka ano mo kami ni Mix, kami yung mga kasama ko mga pilot.
Yung mga nasa likod.
Mga ano kami, Bandit 3, 0, 2, 4. Copy?
Si Marvin yung natin. Ako yung bot.
Ikaw si Gold. Sandali. Yeah! Estimated marks out.
Mage 2.
Push it up.
Good mate too.
4 check, 2, 3, 6, 0. Over.
Bombers.
Okay, heads up. Watch out so you don't shoot through me. 15 miles ahead. Over. Fox from 1.
Fox 3.
Immerse.
Slash 4.
Fox from 2.
Bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Tally 1, no. Fox from 3. Slash 1.
What's that?
Second Fox from 3. Okay, slash 1 from 1.
Marvin,
Copy
spout
that. That's a bomber and an
nonsense.
escort.
Nag-research ako ng mga ano yan, radio chatter yan.
Radio chatter. Ito nga, may radio chatter dito.
Radio chatter yan dito. Dapat inaano mo yan, wala yan. Game ano yan eh. Tayo mag-uusap tayo. Sarili tayo. We have our- We have our own kwento. We have our own story.
Let me just go ahead and do this. I don't care about the other one. You are going down.
Napulot ako hype ka.
Ayusin. How copy? tubo.
Motherfucker.
We have a boogie. We have boogies up ahead. We have a boogies up ahead. Pack one out. Pack two out. Ano ko, Indian ako.
Ang naririnig ko, boobies, hindi boobies.
Oo nga eh.
I'm an Indian. I'm an Indian pilot. You know. You know,
Vin, we're live streaming by the way, so let's not.
Hindi naman agad maano yan eh. Kapag hindi kompleto tsaka hindi maganda pagkakakanta. Pag maganda pagkakakanta mo, dun ka anuhin nila.
Nice. Bala, di ba?
Ano ba yun, Mix? Yung banda na nakasuhan? Asunta ba yun? Agsunta? Yung mas maganda pa yung cover nila sa ano.
O, anong kanta? Yung kinover nila?
Yung mga kanta ng Agsunta, mas maganda pa daw yung kanta nila sa ano, yung pagkakanta nila sa mga original. Kinasuhan sila ng mga ano. You know.
Last one. Moving ahead. Defend the weapon. I'll do this guy.
Out na nga ako sa stream ni Mix. May kausap si Mix na ano, na AI. Ayaw tayo kausap. Gusto yung AI sa loob ng game.
Wait lang, nagka-concentrate ako dito. It's hard flying. Mali! Naputot ko!
What?
Ako pa naman, loko-loko ako. May naglalaro ka ba? Naglalaro ka?
Yes. Naglalaro ko Battle Royale.
Kap, si Mendo nag-jaya kagabi din. O wala ka naman.
Wala na ako. Paggabi hindi na ako naglalaro kasi hindi na kaya ng makakapangit na yung connection ko ganito.
Just give me a reason, just give me 04. One remaining.
Block it. Pero gano'n marinig ko sa Sekiro.
Yeah, marinig ka sa Sekiro whenever I die. Hesitation is the
Hesitation.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits.
Ready to go, my friend. Ready to go.
Good going, Mage 2.
So, in-alive bomb.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Golem 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Kung may ano to, kung may legitimate damage dito sa aeroplano, malamang my plane is on fire. Kasi
Kung total life, no?
Kung titignan nyo, damage ng aeroplano ko ngayon is at 90%.
Nasa stratis ka na.
Oo, I'm in Stratus right now.
Ganyan ba ang graphics ng arma kapag nakaano ka?
Super high.
Call sign is page 2. Verify feedback.
Ano natin to?
Hindi ka nag-landing pero nag-landing ka.
Hindi, ano yun? Instant replay.
Okay. We are
We are
live.
currently assessing the damage to
Anyway.
the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier
Yeah.
Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia.
Ito na po, mga tikabang
International Union
labanan.
peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is
Okay,
severe.
okay.
Many wars are lost by failing to recover
Maganda
from
yung
the opening
ano,
blows. That
tiniw.
means successfully retaliating was very important.
Si Mix ano to eh,
You may have turned the tides of battle
fighter
here.
plane pilot.
You have our thanks.
Okay, thank you.
I was gonna say something but I rather not.
Kami ni Tubat helicopter.
As of 1 p.m. today,
Si
the
Mendo
Kingdom of
Tangke.
Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation.
Ano yun eh.
As
Yung
soon as the
mga-
news broke out, enemy
Humvee.
aircraft began bombing Ocean
Wala
territory,
akong
causing
Gundam.
widespread destruction.
Walang
The
Gundam,
Air
walang
Defense Force
Gundam.
has released a statement
Totoo
saying
eh,
this
no?
violent
Ako lang
attack
ang
was
hindi
carried
eh.
out by
Wala pang
drones.
Gundam.
They
Saka
speculate
na,
the
saka
drones
na
were
yan.
secretly
Ako nightmare
transported to
frame.
Osea in shipping
Nightmare
containers and launched
frame.
remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has
Anong
stated that the
specific na
enemy was
nightmare mo?
targeting naval ports across the
Ah.
country. According to the Secretary,
Magpangalan ka
all
na
of the
isang
nation's
nightmare na
aircraft
gusto mong
carriers,
i-ano,
including one still
i-
under construction,
i-fight.
sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown.
Oh no.
Our
the
sources in
president.
government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused
Wala
economic
po.
frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them.
Uy,
During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a
Ako?
number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
nasa si Edison? Tulog?
Tulog.
Tulog
The
siya.
world was
Ako
screwed.
lang hindi ako makatulog ngayon.
20
for some
years
reason.
ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid.
Bakit?
Usia was on the
No
wrong
idea.
side of the planet and got
Ganun
hit.
ba, ganun ba talaga pagkaan?
Refugees swarmed the
Ah,
Erusian
no.
Republic, the biggest country on the continent,
Pagka...
plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war. One they had no
Yung
hope of
circadian
winning.
rhythm.
That's the war my dad fought and died in.
Oh,
The biggest
no.
nations from two
Wala ka na,
continents went head
wala ka
to
na
head,
body
and
clock.
the so-called righteous Oceans
Yeah.
struck the deal that ended it.
My body clock
They fancied
is
themselves the
messed
only
up.
nation that could bring peace
So
and
hard.
stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built
Mark,
in
nandiyan ka
Usia,
ba?
How can you
paid
vibe
for by the Oceans.
to the left, to the left?
President
Uh-huh,
Harling
to the
said he
right,
did
to
it out
the
of
right.
compassion for his
Uh-huh.
fellow humans.
Whoa,
But to the
whoa,
folks in
to the
Erusia,
back.
it looked
Whoa,
like Osea was
whoa,
moving in
all
to take
around.
over.
Oh, I
Erusia
see
went
you.
from
Mark,
Oh,
ano
republic
yan?
back to
What is
being a
guys doing?
kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the
Really?
drop on everyone.
Nag
The second the
nagsusumba.
declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of
Mark,
the space
nandiyan ka ba?
elevator without spilling a
Yes,
single
nakamute
drop
na.
of blood.
Namit lang.
President
Ah,
Harling
ang
was
yeah,
steering the
yeah.
elevator when it
ang isang
happened and
downside nga lang ng
disappeared.
Ace Combat 7.
Then, while
Yung
that was
story.
going on, the Erusian ships
Bakit?
that were docked all around
Yung
Osea
tipong,
released a swarm of
yung
drone
ship-
fighters they had
yung
hidden
ship,
on board in
Yung
containers.
point of view.
No one thought they
One
were
moment
capable
you're
of
the
doing what they
engineer
did that day.
nung ano mo.
With
nung
pinpoint
squadron mo.
accuracy, they
One
managed to
moment
take out
you're
everything
another
that was
person.
military,
One moment
and not a single civilian
you're
was hurt
the
in the
princess
process.
nung country. And one
Osea
moment,
pissed
it
lots
goes
of
to
people
trigger,
off with
which
their
is yun,
huge military
ano,
presence around the
yung,
world.
ano mo, yung
Erusea
pilot mo.
didn't have the same reach,
Oh,
but they could
no,
hit their
nagiging
targets
girly ka.
faster and
Kumbaga,
cleaner.
apat yung point
And
of
when
view
all this
dito.
was going down,
And most of the
I
time
just so
you
happened
spend
to be in my
is
flying
either
drag
nasa,
racer.
nasa cutscene or
Maganda na may
In
story.
case you were wondering,
Ayan na,
Yeah.
babae ka na.
I survived. I
Yan yung
crashed and
pilot
bombed
mo.
out Ocean Air Force Base. Then,
lalaki si
Sino
got
yan?
arrested for breaking wartime
Sino yan?
aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of
Princess?
an eye.
Hindi, scrap queen ang tawag sa kanya kasi siya yung mechanic.
Ayun no, princess of
Siya yung mechanic, iba yung prinsesa. Mamaya pa magpapakita yun.
Ba't nahuli siya?
Breaking airtime laws.
So,
I
pag
was
mechanic ka,
tried,
magre-repair
found
ka lang
guilty, and
na
stuffed into a
na
cargo
aircraft.
ship.
Hindi ako
For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers